Okay, welcome to my 500th video here on YouTube. This one right here is the 500th video that I have shared on YouTube and that you have all shared out into the world. So before I get into these 5 foods that you need to avoid to keep your immune system strong, I just want to say thank you. You guys are amazing. You're subscribing to my channel. You're sending this message out into the world. You're giving us incredible feedback. And I adore you and I love being on this journey with you. And I love bringing you science-based information about your health that helps you remember just how flippin' powerful this body is that you live in. So get ready. 5 foods I want you to take out. You can add those other foods in I did on the last video. You can fast on the video I did before. But in this video, these are the 5 foods and some of them are food groups that I want you to take out so that you stay your best and your immune system can handle anything that comes at it. Here you go. Enjoy. Okay, so in this video, we are going to dive into the 5 foods that you absolutely need to cut out of your diet right now if you want to keep your immune system strong. And as always, I've got science for you, so I will put all the links in here. I have been doing a series for you guys on what are the best fasts to do, what types of foods should you be eating, and we've been talking a lot about the difference between the innate immune system and the adaptive immune system. So I wanted to give you guys tools of things that you can be doing, that you can be adding in to strengthen your immune system. But what I realized in putting this video together was that we need to talk about some very basic understanding around food and the harmful things that are in food that will suppress your immune system. So here we go. These are the 5 foods, chemicals, toxins, depends on how you want to look at this, that you absolutely need to stay away from right now because they are suppressing your immune system. And this is not my opinion. This is actually the opinion of science. And again, I'll link all that in here. So first food or first chemical is glyphosate. Okay, so you might be like, well, glyphosate, that's not a food. But glyphosate is being sprayed on all of your food, especially your fruits and your vegetables. It's also sprayed heavily on wheat. So this is any food group that you are having that is not organic, certified organic or non-GMO. If the foods you're eating right now don't say certified organic or non-GMO, then they are sprayed with glyphosate. Now, there's much debate about glyphosate being ubiquitous in our environment. It's just everywhere. But I will tell you that the best thing you can do to avoid glyphosate is just to lean into the organic foods. So now would be the time, okay? Right now, we want to work on building our own immune systems up so that if we come in contact with the virus, that we're in good shape. Now, here's some of the science behind it, because I think this is really interesting, especially for those of you that fast with me. So glyphosate is a mineral chelator. So that means it's going to pull minerals out of your body. So you guys that are losing your hair, you've got thyroid problems, those of you who are struggling to fast, what we find is that a lot of times it's a mineral deficiency. Well, because there's so much glyphosate on our non-organic foods and our GMO foods, it's very possible that your minerals are being pulled out from glyphosate alone. But that's not the only thing that's wrong with glyphosate. It's also an antibiotic. Now, here's where all this information connects together. It's an antibiotic specifically killing Lactobacilius bacteria. Now, go back to the video that I did on what foods you want to be eating, and you will notice that one of the things I talked about was fermented foods. And with the specific fermented foods that I mentioned in there, I talk about different strains of Lactobacillus that the fermented foods will improve, that will turn out to improve your cellular immune system. Well, it could be this like catch-22 now where you're like over here eating sauerkraut, building up your Lactobacillus friendly bacteria, and then you lean into the other foods that have glyphosate on them, the non-organic foods you're eating, and you're just killing what you tried to increase with the fermented or what you're trying to take with a probiotic. So again, right now, if you're not already going organic, now would be the time to lean into organic and non-GMO. The other thing we know about glyphosate is that it will start to bring down your nutritional levels of vitamin B, vitamin D, zinc and selenium, okay? So D and zinc are really important to keep at their highest in order for your immune system to function at its best. Selenium is really important for your thyroid function, and B vitamins are just incredibly helpful to help you manage stress. So again, one thing you're going to take out, you're going to go organic and you're going to take out glyphosate right now, and that will have a dramatic impact on your minerals, on your bacteria in your gut, and you're going and improve your nutritional levels. You guys if you followed me for a while, you know that I'm a huge fan of Restore. It's now called Ion Biome. And why I like it is it helps to put the bacteria back in the gut that is being destroyed by glyphosate. So we'll put a link in there for that for you guys to if you want to kind of come at it from all angles. Okay, second food, forever chemicals. Again, it's not a food, but it is a food group. So I want to teach you something about forever chemicals. Forever chemicals are, in our environment everywhere, but they're specifically on our prepackaged food. So the foods that even the natural foods that are coming in packaging have these forever chemicals. They're also known as PFAS or PFOAs. These chemicals are in a lot of the prepackaged foods. They're in Teflon pans. They're in chocolate milk. They're in chocolate cake. I don't know why all the chocolate stuff. And they're also in meats, especially non-organic meats, but all meats, because they're in our waters, they're in our airs. And so what we are eating, whatever they ate, is going to be affected. So in meats, when an animal is getting exposed to these PFAs and you eat the animal, then you're going to get the PFAs as well. Okay, what do we know about forever chemicals? This is a really interesting study that was done, and I want to quote it right. So it was done in the Faroe Islands, and it was done on kids. They took a series of measurements of how kids were reacting to different vaccines. And what they found was that as the PFA level, the forever chemical level, went up, that their reaction to the vaccine, their antibody reaction to the vaccine, went down. So this is the best way to look at this, is that as the PFA level went up, their ability to create an antibody reaction to the vaccine went down. They measured it from infancy all the way to 5 years. And by the 5th year, they found that if their PFA level had doubled from birth, that their ability to create antibodies to the vaccines that they were giving them, DPT was one of them, went down by up to 29%. Okay, so what does that mean to you right now? We are all wanting, if we come in contact with this virus, we want to create antibodies for it. So we want to make sure that we don't have a lot of forever chemicals inside of us. Those of you who've been detoxing with us in our group detox, this is what we're pulling out of you. And one way to make sure that you don't toxify yourself is to don't eat these packaged foods. Get away from throw away your Teflon pans. Get away from the chocolate milk and the chocolate cake, and then really look at higher quality meats as much as possible. Here's the problem with meat is that if the meat is drinking the water with the PFAs in it, you're going to have yourself a higher load. So this is why detoxing becomes really critical at this point. Okay, third thing, harmful oils. So again, we have talked about this in a lot of different areas, but what I want you to know is that vegetable oils, canola oils, sunflower oils, safflower oils, soybean oils, these all have a tremendous amount of research showing that not only do they suppress the immune system, but they also force your body to store those oils because it doesn't know how to break these oils down. So it forces your body to store these oils as fat. And this article that I'm going to link in here was from the British Medical Journal. And this was what they said, that vegetable oils like the ones I just mentioned make you gain weight. The fat that you eat is the fat you wear. I thought that was a powerful comment. And that these oils are known to promote cancer, gallbladder disease, and to suppress your immune system. So what oils can you eat? Let's lean into your coconut oils, your avocado oils, your olive oils. those are going to be healthier oils. The oils that I just mentioned, vegetable, canola, soybeans, safflower, sunflower, partially hydrogenated. If you think about just even a bag of chips with the wrong oils, you're getting PFAS, plus now you're getting the harmful oils, and you're doing a double whammy to your immune system. One of the things we have to ask ourselves, and I've said this on other videos, is why is this virus spreading so quickly across the world? Well, one of the things that we have done as a world nation is that we're allowing these fake synthetic foods to get into everyday life. And the toxins within our body are building and going up, 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 up. So, and then we mix that with all the antibiotics we're eating, all the destruction of good bacteria in our gut. And now we become these, and you mix that with increased sugar, you've become an incredible host to this virus. So again, harmful oils, let's get them out. Okay, fourth thing, sugar. I know a lot of you guys are at home right now. It's tough. The refrigerator's calling you. The pantry's calling you. I'll just let you in on a little secret. We're going to do a metabolic reset for everybody in May to help people reset their metabolism. So if you want information on that, just put metabolic reset. But sugar's real right now, right? I mean, we're anxious. We're trying to figure out how to calm our nervous systems down. We're bored, and reaching for sugar can be a really easy thing to do. Okay, so let me just tell you what sugar's doing to you. One of the things about sugar is that it really creates deficiencies in nutrients. So you end up bringing down those zinc levels, the vitamin A, the vitamin C, all of that can happen from too much sugar. But we also know that as your sugar increases, that it affects the way your white blood cells attack bacteria. Now, I don't want to get too complicated on you guys, but so many of you have been watching my videos and you're getting so educated. So I want to kind of take this comment in the study about how sugar will affect white blood cells' ability to attack bacteria. When we look at microbes, viruses are on the bottom of the hierarchy. And so when we kill all the bacteria, when we get an imbalance in bacteria, it allows these viruses to grow. So we need our white blood cells to be strong so they can kill the bad bacteria, help grow the good bacteria, and keep the bacterial world in a really good balance. When that bacterial world's in a good balance, then it'll suppress the viral world. This was straight from Dr. Zach Bush's mouth. He and I had a conversation about why this virus is taking over the world, and that was one of the things that he mentioned, and I can absolutely see that added into this fact that we've got toxins that are on the rise. Okay, so sugar. Here's another interesting quote I found, is that what they're noticing is that diabetes tends to be the common denominator that is causing people to be more susceptible to COVID-19. So you want to look at your sugar intake. Let's get it out. And I've done some stuff on that. Okay, fifth food group. Hang in there with me. I know this one's a little technical, but I really want you to get it, because if you take this video and you mix it with the fasting video and you mix it with the food video, you now have made yourself or giving yourself a titanium immune system, and no virus is coming to get you. So if you just take those 3 videos alone, that's going to dramatically boost your immune system. Okay, fifth one is artificial colorings. So these are your, red dyes number 4, red dye number 3, the Gatorades you drink that are turning your kids' tongues blue, giving you a color around your lips. Here's what artificial food coloring does, is that these synthetic colorants are so small that the immune system can barely detect them and has trouble defending against them. But what they also do is they will bind to other foods and to other body proteins, and they start to go stealth inside our body and disrupt and deorganize our immune system. Okay, what are we doing to our people? Like, we are feeding them sugar, we're putting it in plastic containers, we're spraying it with glyphosate, and we're giving it this fancy color so we're all attracted to it. Can you start to see the picture that's forming here of why so many people right now are immune compromised? This is why I'm just trying to get this information out to as many people as possible. We have so much more control than we've been taught. So you are born in an incredibly powerful body. It knows what to do if it comes in contact with the coronavirus. It knows what to do. But you don't want to be in a weakened state. You want to be in a heightened state. So implement the fast I recommend, add in the foods I'm recommending, and then take these 5 foods out, and you are off to an amazing start. So there's my 5 foods. Again, from the bottom of my heart, you guys are amazing. And if you want to detoxify these foods, just put toxin reset in the comments, and we'll make sure that you get a link for our next group detox that starts in 2 weeks, where we take groups of people and we teach you not only how to prevent these toxins coming in, but we also teach you how to get these toxins out. So I wish I could sit here and say that the food companies are your friends. They're not. They want to make sure that it's the foods they make are stimulating your appetite and that you come back for more. So we want to be really clear that there are some foods that are even in your supermarket that are making your immune system more vulnerable to the situation going on. Okay, as always, love you guys and appreciate you. Send this out into the world and keep working on yourself, because you are a true miracle.